Well, it's the end of day 2 of our interviews. We did from 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock, basically, interviews with just a short break for lunch. We had 7 interviews today, but the difference today was the interviews were a lot longer in length, but also more pairs together, like husband, wife, or mother, daughter, who were telling their stories. And so as a result, the quantity of footage actually I think is going to be greater, even though we did 9 yesterday. It's just that these today were much longer in length, and so I think our total footage is going to be a lot more. So anytime you are doing this kind of project, particularly multi-day, you need to be dumping footage off your cameras at like lunchtime, things like that. So that's what we tried to do today at lunch. The problem is that I still had the footage on the laptop from yesterday and we ran out of space. I have a Dell XPS laptop with a 1 terabyte SSD storage that I had pretty much freed up, except for the operating system, and we ran out of space to copy any more. So we've still got the last couple of interviews is still on the cameras to be dumped off. So what I'm doing now is moving that footage over to my editing machine, and then we'll also make copies to backup server that I have here at home. So we brought all the equipment home and all that stuff. So one of the things you learn while you're doing this is, today we learned that if you're going to be portable and out and about, you need to have sufficient storage to be able to back everything up off the cameras and keep yourself running. The other thing we learned is that we had one of our batteries. I have 9 batteries for the GH5s. One of them is bad. We were getting ready to start. Fortunately, it was at the beginning before everything had kicked off, and it was just dead. Nothing would happen. And it had been charged the night before, so toss that in the trash. Just need to pick up a couple of other batteries for the GH5 just to keep everything stocked up. Use the S1 for the handheld footage again, and I think that is going to be fine. So the rule of thumb is that if you're doing these kind of projects, make sure you've got sufficient storage. We always take a portable hard drive as well as whatever the laptop space is. But I didn't think about the fact that that space could run out with so much recording that we did. We were very happy with the studio. Everybody commented about, most people commented about that it was very nice and everything worked pretty much as intended. Everything, I think I would change maybe one of the lights that was battery powered. I think I just need to get a light or get an adapter to be able to plug it in. Messing with batteries is not great. I will say that I did put one of the really large Sony L series batteries on that Andy Cine monitor that I did a video about, and there's no question in my mind that that would last an 8-hour day. It certainly did today, and had 3 times, more capacity to go. So I think with one of those big L series batteries on that monitor, camera monitor, then you could definitely get an all-day run out of it with no problem. You could use one more tripod probably, but these are things that we'll gain over time. And I used the gimbal a little bit today, but I found it a little bit cumbersome depending on the scenario. So we got tight on space when there was the double interview setup. But overall, everything seemed to work fine. Did some handheld, some gimbal, a little bit of gimbal stuff. We're happy overall though. So anyway, this is VEDA day 16. And we had a good day. We're a little bit tired, but it's been a long day, but we still got work to do tonight. So when you come home at the end of the day, when you think that shooting's done, that's not it. You still have to back up your footage, and I don't feel comfortable leaving it on SD cards. So glad you guys could come along. Tomorrow is Saturday, and there is supposed to be a balloon festival in a local community here, hot air balloon festival. So it's potential there that we might be able to get some footage of that, but they're talking about the weather's going to be maybe severe thunderstorms and such, so it's kind of sketchy. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We'll just have to wait and see. So who knows? Tomorrow's another day. See you again soon.